it's Nicole, the math lady, and today we've been talking about problems of a fraction of a group. So what does that mean? So imagine I had a group of 20 of something, and then I said 2/3 of that group did this. That's the kind of problem we're talking about. So we've got a few practice problems for you to make sure you really understand this concept. So let's get to it. Problem A. So I have a client who is telling me about how much he loves his Jordan, so I've been inspired by him to do this first problem. Our first problem, A, 3/5 of the 60 Jordans have red in them. So our question is how many of the Jordans have red in them? Okay, so we have 60, we have 3/5. The first thing we have to do, like step one, is to divide our 60 into 5 segments. Now, why did I say 5? Well, because they put them in groups of 5. 5 is our denominator. So we want to take the 60, divide them into 5 groups, and we're going to diagram this so you can see it. Here we go. Well, let's do the math first. 60, oh, my marker's dying. Hold on. That happens sometimes. I'll sing for you in the meantime. Here we go. Oh, much better. 60 divided by 5. Now, you can always do the math over to the side if you don't know it in your head. 5 divided by 60, 5 into 6 goes 1 time, 1 is left over, 5 into 10 goes 2. Lovely. So 12, that means we have 5 groups, and they each have 12 Jordans in them. Let's draw. Okay, I'm going to draw 5 groupings here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one thing you should know about me by now is I'm horrible with straight lines. That's okay. Now I'm going to put 12 Jordans in each group. So 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. I'm going to put up here 60 Jordans. Are you with me? Okay, so we divided them into 5 groups. There's 12 in each group. And now we do step 2, which is I want 3 of my groups. So take a look. I want 3 of my groups. 1 group, 2 group, 3 groups. And that means I'm going to take 12 and multiply it times 3. That's going to give me 36. So when I say 3/5 of the 60 Jordans have red in them, I'm really saying that 36 of the Jordans have red in them. Okay? Now if I said, well, how many of the Jordans do not have red in them? We can go back to our chart here. Let me use my red. And 2 of our groups do not have red. So let's check those off. 1, 2. And if I had to do the math of that, I would do 12 times 2. And I would get 24 do not have red. Not too bad, right? Okay, let's try another problem. Problem B. I was inspired by this one because I watched Dancing with the Stars the other night. So this is a Dancing with the Stars question. 40% of the 125 Dancing with the Stars celebrities are over 6 feet tall. 40%. What I have noticed is that a lot of students, they see the 40% and they freeze. They're like, I don't know what to do. Calm down. Okay, relax. But think about it. 40%. Can't we just turn that into a fraction? And the problem we just did was about a fraction, right? Okay, so let's do it. 40%. Remember, when I say the word percent, you should always think it's out of the whole, which is always 100. So we're going to put 40 over 100. Now, you know we can't keep that like that, right? Because we have to do what? Simplify it. So what number goes into both 40 and 100? 20 does, that's right. 40 divided by 20 is going to be 2. 100 divided by 20 is going to be 5. So 2/5 of the 125 Dancing with the Stars celebrities are over 6 feet tall. I don't really know if that's true. I just made that up, okay? So now it looks exactly like the problem we just did. We're going to do 2/5 of 125. So we need to take 125, divide it into 5 groups. Let's do the math first. I'm going to do it over here. 125 divided by 5. And remember, if you need to do the math to the side, that's okay. 5 into 1, 25. 5 goes into 12 twice, which is 10. 2 is left over. 5 goes into 25 5 times, which means we have 25 celebrities in each of our groups, and we have 5 groups. Watch, here we're gonna diagram it. Okay, now I've got to get 5 groups out of this. 1, I think my marker's dying again. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's try another marker. Let's try this one. And we're gonna put 25 here, 25 here, and you know how it goes. That's step 1. Break them into their groups. Step 2 is we need to identify 2 of the groups. So we're going to a red marker this time. I need 2 of my groups. 1 and 2, which is the same thing as saying 25 times 2. And I'm going to do that one over here. 25 times 2 equals 50, which means that 50 of the 125 Dancing with the Stars celebrities are over 6 feet tall. Now, if I asked you how many are under 6 feet, we're going to assume that the rest of them are under 6 feet. That means I have 3 groupings that are left. So I would say 25 times 3, and that would be 75, are under 6 feet. It's pretty simple. Percents, we just change to fractions and do everything the same way. All right, I've done a couple problems. Now it's your turn. Are you ready? Here's your problem. 60% of the 150 Pokemon characters have blue in them. Now, I don't even know if that's true. I don't play the game. My daughter does occasionally. Maybe it's true. I don't know. But who cares? 60% of them, I'm going to say, of the 150 have blue in them. Okay, here's your 3 questions. What percent have blue in them? How many of them have blue in them? And how many do not have blue? So you've got 3 answers to come up for me. I'm going to have you pause this tape, work on your answers. When you're done, hit unpause, hit play, come back and see me finish off the problem. There you go. Good luck.
Corny brain break! Which one's faster, hot or cold? Hot. Everyone can catch a cold.
Welcome back. How was it working on your problem? Well, let's take a look. I'm going to do the problem and let's have you check your answer. 60% of the 150 Pokemon characters have blue in them. So our first question is, what percent have blue in them? Remember, we take our 60, we put it over 100. Now, do we leave it like that? No, we simplify it. So what number goes into both of these? I'm going to say 20 goes into both of these. 30 over, sorry, 20 is 3. I can do math, I promise. 3 over 20 into 100, 5. So 3/5 is our first answer. Did you get that? Good. Let's keep moving. 3/5 of the 150 Pokemon characters. So we've got to take our 5, which is our denominator, and we're going to make 5 groups from our 150. So the second part is we take 150 divided by 5. 5 into 15 is 3 times. 5 into 0 is 0. So 30 Pokemon characters are in each group, and we have 5 groups. Let me diagram it. Okay, here's my diagram, my non-straight lines. You know I don't do straight lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Okay, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. That's that next step. Now, we divided it into 5 groups. We need to find 3 of our groups. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, which is the same thing as saying 30 times 3 equals 90. That means that 90 of the 150 Pokemon characters have blue in them. How many do not have blue? Well, look at how many I didn't check. We'll just use blue this time. There's 2 of them, 2 of the groups that I didn't check. So we're going to do 30 times 2, and we get 60. And that is our third answer. All right, how did you do? I hope you got it right, but if not, that's okay. You go back and watch this and see where you might have made your mistake. Okay, great job today. Go ahead and do some of your practice problems in your textbook, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.